Alright guys, I actually wanted to post a video about my own spiritual faith, which I know a lot of people probably won't like, but if you don't like, don't watch it. My spiritual faith is paganism, and I'm actually exploring that spiritual path. It's actually extremely interesting to learn about the gods and goddesses. Today I wanted to talk about Blodeuwedd. She's actually a very conflicting character, a very conflicting goddess. A lot of people can portray her as the maiden or virgin goddess. But then again, some people portray her as a goddess of death and darkness, which is very interesting. But let me start at the beginning. Blodeuwedd was created by Math and Gwydion to be the wife of Thlay, Llaw, Giffess. I always get his name wrong. But anyway, she was created to be a doting wife, which, you know, for those of you out there who, for you girls out there, you know how horrible it is to be taken for granted as a lover or as a woman in general. But anyway, Blodeuwedd did not like this, even though that she played the part of being the wonderful, loving housewife, or hut wife, I suppose, back then. She completely hated Thlay, Llaw, Giffess. Real quickly, Blodeuwedd means flower face, which shows that she was intended to be a goddess of spring, which she is, but her next purpose is very, very dark. One day, while her lord was away, she met a hunter named Gwydion. No, not Gwydion. No. Gwydion was the uncle. She met a hunter named Gronwy. That's who it was. I'm sorry. I always get these names confused. When they're very similar, they're very easy to confuse. Gronwy was the hunter. Gwydion was the uncle who made her. Anyway. So after she decided that she really wanted Gronwy, they devised a plot to kill Thlay, Llaw, Giffess. And so Blodeuwedd, I suppose, seduced the answer out of Thlay. But she asked him, "Oh, how you were completely it's impossible to kill you." And so Thlay says, "No, I can actually be killed if I put one leg on a billy goat, one leg in a cauldron, by a riverbank, by a running river at twilight. And if all those requirements are fulfilled, I can be killed." And so Blodeuwedd's, pulling out her flowery charms and says, "Oh no, that could never happen. I don't believe you." So he says, "No, it's true." So he decides to fulfill all those requirements, puts one foot on a goat, one foot in a cauldron, puts her up by a riverbank, and it's twilight, and he says, "Look, I'm completely vulnerable now." And so then out jumps Gronwy from a bush and says, "Ha! I'm gonna hit you with a spear." And so he mortally wounds Thlay. And so Thlay actually turns into an eagle. Being an awesome goddess he is, he turns into an eagle and flies away. Gwydion, after hearing about this, goes in first. He curses Blodeuwedd to be an owl, and to never again see the sun, and to be outcasted by the rest of the birds, and in essence by the rest of the gods. I'm not actually 100% sure what punishment Gronwy received. I don't think he actually got punished. Yeah, I don't think so. But and Gwydion changed Thlay back to his mortal form. But see, Blodeuwedd is actually is considered a spring goddess, and so she's seen as the virgin goddess to give herself to the god. And she's the personage of the maiden or the virgin, which is actually quite interesting. But anyway, which is actually it's actually very interesting because she's also on the other side of the coin seen as a white goddess of death, because she's actually a very spiteful and vengeful person. She was created simply to be a wife, and she turned against her lord husband for a love that she wanted. So she's actually considerably a very ambitious goddess. She's actually very actually kind of funny. She's a flower goddess, and yet she's a dark goddess. Kind of strange. I'm actually looking at a website. I'll probably post the link down, but in the description down there, so check it out. It's orderwhitemoon.org, and I've been checking this website out. It's actually it's actually one of the very good sources that you can find. It tells you, it doesn't really go into detail about her story, but it goes into detail about her symbols and oh cool, it actually has an incantation, I suppose, an honoring spell, and I haven't tested it, but it actually looks really cool. I really need it. I should try that out sometime. Anyway. That's actually quite interesting. According to this website, I always thought that, Blodeuwedd was worshipped around in the spring. She's a flower goddess. She's a spring goddess. But according to this website, it says that she's associated with Samhain, or Halloween. Which I think it's actually quite interesting, because I usually worship her around actually right about now in the springtime, which is really, really weird. That's actually quite interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to have my little blurb out as Blodeuwedd. I might be doing a series, so keep checking. Eventually, I'm actually planning to do a complete, here are the gods, have at it type videos. So keep checking, and leave some comments, subscribe, do all that awesome stuff that everyone tells you to do, but please listen. If you want to hear more about these, I'm completely serious. Leave a comment. Alright.